Hello, viewers. You are welcome at the portal of author Arun Chadda. All commercial people are probably going to enjoy this particular session. The title of the session is Principled Working. Principled working means operating within ethical norms and adhering to the same in strict terms. Now, to my mind, the commercial world sustains on ethical operations. Somehow or the other, it is very difficult to stand against the might of the market forces. We have to somehow or the other resort back to the ethical ways. Now, ethical ways are what we had learned from our parents, from our seniors in the marketplace. It comes into existence with parental learning, generally business family seniors. A business that was established by any of our seniors, they have already worked out on certain norms, and those norms have to be adhered to. Without that, that commercial unit will not be able to sustain. Here, business family seniors are also seniors of marketplace. A market cannot exist on non-ethical basis. There is certain kind of understanding which the nexus of traders or nexus of industrialists they have, and there is a market hierarchy which has to be understood. Without understanding the market hierarchy, again it becomes very difficult for a businessman to sustain. Now, principled working relates to past experiences and penalties or opportunity costs that a businessman had to bear with. Now, this is also we need to understand that whenever we jump the market norms, the norms of ethics, somehow or the other we are beaten by the market forces or sometimes by legal authorities also. So, the business has to pay a price. The safe dwelling will be that if we operate within the norms. Ethics or business principles are directives that come into existence from past failures and occurrence of losses. Actually, a business executed by us in a huff, out of ego, with an over-bloated ego or self-elevated mind, may derive us into losses. It shows that the businessman is not practical. So there is nothing like in the wake of the heat of the moment. We have to be down to earth. That establish some kind of authority in our head and put business heads into a woe for not repeating errors. Now, the ethics or the losses or the penalty which we have borne earlier, it is a reminder to the businessman that not to repeat the error. And this is how the market contains itself. Now, for not repeating errors, we all know that knowledge and education somehow manages to survive. You must have seen in general life also, knowledge and education survives. Same way, the honesty and integrity has to also survive. It cannot be completely eradicated. If this doesn't happen, the markets won't sustain. So, some kind of sense of commitment has to be displayed by a business person. And the basis of that is adherence to the ethical approach. Success in business comes from a balanced equation or combination of factors of production and trade. Now, what are the factors of production? There are four factors: land, capital, physical resources, then we have manpower. It's a combination of that. There is a certain equation that is operating on the basis of which we are achieving our production or even trade. It is not forced or emotion driven, nor one succeeds with pleading. In the business world, in the commercial world, you can't force people to do things. You won't succeed, they won't allow you. We have to be operative within the market norms only. There is no way out. Market forces will push us into that. The economic forces will push us into that. And we must mentally accept it. It is not force driven, nor the pleadings are going to work. Business is a down to earth and practical exercise that has to qualify market parameters. Now, it is a down to earth exercise and it must qualify market parameters. If I have a commodity of a superior quality, then probably I can fetch a superior price. If I do not have a material that matches the market standards, you see, this is a standard market, this is a weak market, this is a market of spurious products. All sorts of tags are attached to commercial establishments and markets. So, wherever we jump the ethics, we are branded otherwise. If we don't jump the ethics, then we earn respect. We somehow the other hooliganism in commercial world is not possible. It is impossible. I don't bother, I will do what I want is possible in the restricted terms only. People say, okay, let him have the fun for a day or two, or maybe for a week, then we'll fix him. What we will fix him, he will automatically be fixed. It is very difficult to stay against might of economic forces or changing trends that may occur due to political or economic policy changes. Now, frequent policy changes and economic changes also, again, we are caught up in the trend, we have to follow it. We have to design ourselves in the same manner, even if our finances are blocked in it. What can you do if you have layoffs or held up stocks and the trend has changed? The consumer is not willing to accept it. Is your money going to sustain? Is it going to help you get over the barriers? No, in a very restricted sense. That is why we need to have superior inventory controls. That is why we need to understand what is quality. So these are some of the factors. Otherwise, the business fizzles out of our hands. Ethics can be practiced only with compilation of data, research, and support of adequate education. We need to have adequate data. We need to conduct some kind of research. We need to have understanding of the products, the buyers, the consumers, the suppliers, the vendors. Only then probably we'll be able to sustain in the marketplace. Principled working relates to sense of commitment and carnates a bridge of faith and trust. If one is a principled person, he has fixed certain principles for himself and is adhering to them, then probably people are going to bestow their faith and trust in such a person. Someone who is every day changing his statements will not be trusted by the people. So we have to first create our position as a brand within the marketplace. Only then the world is going to be with us. It is individual discipline that actually sustains economies and carnate ways to future generations in the commercial world. It is disciplined individuals that actually sustain the business and they carnate a way for their future generations. The old man's seat, he has worked on that seat. The old man has spent 30 years, 40 years on a seat before it is inherited by the next man in the row. And he has to be followed. He has to serve for 10, 15, 20 years, that old man, to qualify to be on that seat. So that is what the crux is. All religions recommend and prescribe systemic principled lifestyle to its followers for maintaining peace and harmony in society. So all the religious scriptures also recommend this, that we need to have a systemic and proper approach if we wish to run a commercial establishment. It is like a religious war. The businessman has to shoulder his commercial responsibilities, his family responsibilities, his social responsibilities. He has to have a say in the market also. That position has to be also sustained. He has to balance the things from all angles. So that is all for now. I hope you must have enjoyed this session. Have a nice day. Thank you.